We are determined to position ourselves to build out a platform on which our people can be propelled to greater levels of achievements and set things right.
The highlight of the Ministry's culture and entertainment agenda is the festival celebrations. Strategic changes included increasing the festival song competition finalists from 10 to 12. Meanwhile, the fireworks display and drone show returned for this year's Grand Gala celebrations, which featured a tribute to the late Harry Belafonte.
And we continue to challenge ourselves to raise the bar each year.
Protecting Jamaica's cultural heritage took on great importance. The ministry is moving forward towards the construction phase of a living history museum in tribute to national hero Marcus Garvey at his boyhood home in St. Ann's Bay. The project suffered much delay due to squatting on the property, but strides were made in this area.
And I'm happy to say that alternative housing was provided. The Prime Minister himself presented the former occupants of Marcus Garvey Way with keys to their new homes. 2 of the 3 persons have been on the property. We are appealing to the individual who has refused to come off the property. We do not want to evict her. We do not want to evict her. But if we have to, we're going to.
And in setting things right, the ministry spearheaded efforts to have the 8th day of April each year celebrated as Chief Tacky Day, honoring the leader of the 1760 slave rebellion in Jamaica. The Governor-General made that proclamation along with another to declare December 27 Sam Sharp Day, another freedom fighter and national hero. In addition, in collaboration with the Ministry of Education and Youth, May 25 will now be celebrated as Africa Day in schools and the wider society. The ministry is also pursuing a program of restoring and developing the nation's physical heritage sites, largely managed by the Jamaica National Heritage Trust, JNHT. The JNHT and Institute of Jamaica have entered a strategic partnership with the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation and the Ministry of Justice to redevelop the Morant Bay Courthouse. The works include the restoration of the historic courthouse and annex, the reinstatement of the Paul Bogle statue, a cultural museum, an interpretive information center, and a memorial garden. Major upgrades are also coming for the Seville Heritage Park, including its Great House, museum, entrance, parking facilities, food and eating areas. Boundary fencing is installed for greater security control, and the property is now available to host a variety of entertainment events. Work continues to develop the Port Royal Entertainment Zone, including Fort Rocky, the Lighthouse, the Cruise Ship Pier, Old Naval Hospital, and Fort Charles. The Institute of Jamaica, with funding from the Port Authority, is developing a new museum at Fort Charles that can serve tourists who arrive on the various cruises.
Entertainment zones enable the staging of events unhindered, with the benefit of driving economic activity without disturbing the neighbors.
Protecting the vulnerable in society is top priority for the government, and as such, the commencement of the Sexual Harassment Act took effect on July 3, 2023. The legislation addresses concerns about sexual harassment that are employment-related, occurring in institutions, or arising in the landlord and tenant relationship.
I use this opportunity to remind every employer and person in charge of an institution and landlords of their responsibility, and certainly the institutions and the companies, their responsibility to ensure that the policy statement required under the Sexual Harassment Act is prepared and brought to the attention of each worker, client, student, resident, ward, inmate, patient, or member, as the case may require.
4 sexual harassment investigators have been hired, and a helpline is now in place for both women and men.
I continue to urge the public to take sexual harassment seriously.
The Bureau of Gender Affairs has been holding sexual harassment sensitization sessions with the public while also assisting organizations to develop or revise their anti-sexual harassment policies in keeping with the law. Also, an additional 38 schools will be targeted this year to ramp up the Gender Ambassador program. This is to increase sensitization and awareness on gender issues, school-related gender-based violence, and the role of leadership and decision-making. The focus will be placed on principals, guidance counselors, and teachers. The Ministry of Sport is now moving to get architectural designs for the redevelopment of the National Stadium, marking a significant step in the project. Submissions for the project have been approved by the Ministry of Finance, and the Public Investment Management Committee has given instructions for detailed designs to be done for the proposed works.
In addition to upgraded stands, seating, lighting, and other upgrades, the redevelopment of the National Stadium will include a new velodrome, because what the intention is to take out the obsolete velodrome that's there, to take out all the seats in the stadium, to relocate the velodrome in lands adjacent to the stadium itself, and build a new velodrome there. And then the stadium itself, all the stadium will be semi-covered.
The project will also include the establishment of the National Sports Museum next to the Bob Marley statue.
We will realize our ambition of a modern, state-of-the-art national stadium and sports museum and velodrome.
An estimated period of 36 months has been given for completion of the construction. Meanwhile, JADCO is completing its ISO 9001 certification this year as it continues its leadership position for clean sports in the region. This year, the Sports Development Foundation will invest $165 million to construct multipurpose courts and upgrade fields and other infrastructure in communities and schools. In addition, the SDF will provide $182 million to support the development work of 57 national sports federations and associations. In the meantime, a group health and life insurance plan for entertainment and cultural practitioners will be implemented this year.
We will soon announce the details of the insurance program and how entertainment and cultural practitioners will be able to participate. However, they must be on the e-registry. We are determined to build out an even greater platform for excellence in culture, entertainment, and sport, with positive policies of gender equality and mainstreaming as the glue that holds it all together.